This is Wesley. He's the first guest of the new prolonged period of the 10 month hiatus is over.
That'll make sure it works in the video.
But the normal two are here. So we are going over our week 10 picks for the season. I know it's late and probably should have started on this way before.
You still got 7 weeks left of good content.
Yes, for sure.
No. Maybe 10 weeks, Super Bowl, stuff like that.
Yeah.
We got plenty of time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I was going to say, once everything loads, we'll go. So, the first game, obviously tonight's game, that's going to start in like 15 minutes. Chicago versus the Panthers. You took Carolina. Why was that?
Can you take a right team there? I don't really know if you can take a good pick. Tyson Badgett's starting at quarterback for the Bears, and Bryce Young's got to find his stride sometime.
So you're expecting him to pick it up tonight?
Oh well, I mean it's either that he picks it up or
their season's over.
Well, no, their season's already over.
I was gonna say they're 1-7. There's
it's then he gets start talking about a bust, and I like Bryce Young, so I don't want to think that. So that's why I took the Panthers.
Well, I took the Bears. Obviously Carolina on paper and the way season has been progressing, both these teams on offense are doing very well. But
or on defense.
Yeah, and speaking of defense, the Bears just got Montez Sweat. I think he's going to play a big factor into tonight's game.
I can see that.
And the Bears have great DBs. Those guys are able to cover the field well enough to stop Bryce Young and the high-powered Panthers offense.
But can they stop him good enough to get
the
Panthers from scoring?
The Panthers
keep them in range to where their team can at least get scoring.
I would not say they have good DBs. I would just say they have good enough DBs to match up with the Panthers receivers.
Okay, I didn't call them great DBs. I called them good. That doesn't mean they're
Jalen Johnson and who else?
No, I can't think of any other names.
Okay.
My point proven. Thank you.
All right, moving on.
Whoa! Wesley did not give his pick.
My bad.
Me personally, I'm gonna give it to the Bears too. I feel like their offense is just good enough to squeeze by the Panthers defense, enough to at least score. And if something happens, I could also see it going into a tie at 7-7.
Did I start Bryce Young in fantasy? I need to.
Because I just don't see the Panthers defense pulling this one out. I really don't. I don't see their offense. I hate to say it, I love Bryce Young to death. I don't want him to be the bust of the century, but it's looking like it looks like he might be.
He's been so forgotten already. CJ Stroud has just absolutely covered him up.
Have you seen them though? CJ Stroud at least is good.
All right. Well, moving into the next game, Houston versus Cincinnati.
God, you're a retard. God, you're so stupid.
He is saying this because I took Houston. I'm a ride with the dogs. The underdogs in this situation. I'm a ride with them. Going off of obviously C.J. Stroud's best performance ever, and possibly for the next 5 years, this could be his best performance.
I just started Bryce Young in fantasy.
We love that.
Cincinnati has had some corner injuries. Like last week, one of their corners tore his ACL and managed to play the rest of the game on the torn ACL. And then with them losing Jesse Bates during the offseason to the Falcons, I could honestly see Noah Brown and Dalton Schultz taking over like they did. Dameon Pierce has been shut down by every team pretty much this year. So the run game isn't going to be a factor. It's going to be an air raid on both sides of the field. Since he's got a high-powered offense.
It sounds like you're talking yourself out of your pick.
No, I'm not. I'm still riding with the underdogs. I'm just it was stating blatant facts here
Okay.
because the psychopath.
I took Cincinnati. I don't like Cincinnati. I never will. Cincinnati always. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Yeah, same. Yeah,
you don't count. You don't count.
Cincinnati always hits their strides after the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season. They did last year too. Went to the AFC Championship game. They did it the year before when Joe Burrow's emergence. I heard this on the radio, Sports Talk Radio today, that the Houston Texans have 23 players on their injury report.
This season?
Right now, 23 players on their injury report.
Mm.
So Cincinnati could still be playing like they were the first 4 weeks of the season, and I would still probably take Cincinnati. But this was more of a personal pick because we've already beat Cincinnati, so we have a tiebreaker over them, and Houston's in our division. So
I was gonna say he just wants the AFC South thing plummet, so his Titans, their Titans can come out and win. All right, Wes, what's your pick for the week?
I hate to say it, I just don't see the Texans winning. That defense is not going to hold up against, first of all, Jamar Chase, second of all, Joe Burrow.
Actually, speaking of that, Jamar Chase was hurt, didn't show up to practice, but showed up to practice in a jersey. So he finally went to practice. T. Higgins is so far out, he didn't practice at all today. And Joe Burrow, he's healed from the calf injury, but you can still see.
But who's going to cover any of their receivers? I mean,
they have all talented receivers.
I'm saying Joe Burrow could be throwing the potatoes out there, though. They'd still be running around the Texans, I think. And you saw what Tampa Bay did to them last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They won. Since he got a whole lot better defense.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
A whole lot better scheme, too.
I was going to say that since he runs a haywire 4-3 and it works.
It's
godly. Well,
it's very scary.
Very scary. I'm going Bengals.
Okay.
All right, going into the following game, Tampa versus Tennessee.
I just want to take a little time with this game because this is a very important game. This might be the most significant game of Week 10, and let me tell you why. Both teams are in situations where if they lose, I'd say the losing team of this game will be out of the playoff race in the next 4 weeks. The losing team in this game. We're talking about the Titans. If the Titans win this one and win the next one in Jacksonville, they're 5-5, and they have a division win. They're right back in the mix. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are playing in a division where the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints are heading that division. Both are very winnable divisions, at least until this point in the season. I still pick the Buccaneers. I don't believe that we know how to win a road game. The Titans are 0-4 on the road, 3-0 at home, and 0-1 in London. I don't know if that even. I don't know what it was supposed to be a home game. But it was away from home, and there were more Ravens fans there, so I'm counting it as a away game. The Titans got to figure out how to win a road game. It doesn't happen this week. Tampa Bay wins.
I'm not going to break it down as well as he did.
I put a lot of thought into that.
But, I mean, I'm taking Tampa just because Tampa, the last couple weeks, Baker Mayfield, he was just in a shootout with C.J. Stroud last week. Tampa as a whole is playing really mistake-free football, honestly, and
Baker's been good.
Yeah, and then add Rashad White to that, who scored last week.
Yeah, I'd pay more attention to Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. But
No, I mean their tight end played out of their mind too.
I was gonna say Tampa's tight end stepped up real big last week.
Who was it, Otten?
Yeah, he played out of his mind.
I think he had 11.5 fantasy points last week.
No, he had 30.
Yeah, I think he had.
He had 30. I picked him up the day before it happened because I did a tight end, and he got 34 points.
I think he had 2 tutties last week.
He did.
Really?
He had 2 touchdowns.
Okay, well.
And 60 or 70 yards.
Again, Baker is playing really mistake-free football, and he's showing that, he can go into an offense. What? This is his second year in Tampa?
No, this is first. Remember, he played last year. He played the Rams.
That's right.
And
He's showing he can come into a brand new offense in 1 year and flip it around, playing Baker Mayfield football. Even coming out of college, and then while he was in Cleveland, he's playing better than he was in Cleveland.
Can I change my pick? You just called it Baker Mayfield football, and now I'm thinking of Johnny football, and now I'm thinking of Johnny Manziel. Now we're losing.
Do you want to change your pick?
No.
Okay.
It's a win-win scenario.
Yeah.
On the matter of that speaking, I'm going with the underdogs. I think the Titans are winning this.
Really? Wow.
I think if they play football correctly, if Will Levis
You
can play like he did against Atlanta.
You realize who you're talking about, right?
Yes. I don't know what.
He knows who he's talking about, right?
I think.
Find out sooner or later. If he claims this, he'll find out sooner or later.
Good luck.
I think if Will Levis can play football correctly like he did against Atlanta, I think if he can find his targets and just make sure not to make hardly any mistakes, he can do this. And if Derrick Henry can just find one or two open holes, it's over.
I think Will's been playing solid football so far. I think it will be a close game.
100%.
Titans are really good at losing close games.
Sadly.
So.
All right.
1 yard.
Speaking of the Titans losing close games,
Well, one of those wasn't close.
The Ravens and Browns are on the clock next.
Are we drafting?
Okay, I'm taking the Browns. The Browns defense is one of the best in the league, if not the best in the league. Lamar played great football last week, but they still didn't look complete on offense.
You are wrong.
Okay, scratch what I said.
It was 38-6. How did they not look complete on offense?
Okay.
Who did they play? I don't remember who they played.
Who did they? Seattle. Yeah.
That's just pretty solid defense.
Seattle was leading their division last week. I'm pretty sure too. They're 5-2.
Yeah.
Was.
Well, I think they're tied.
How about that? I think they're tied now. I'm not 100%.
You know, Bryce likes to call his shots in prior videos. Mark my words, Myles Garrett is coming out of that game with 2 sacks and at least a forced fumble.
I'm not saying Miles is not going to have a good game. The last time they played this game, Cleveland killed Baltimore with a rookie quarterback in. Baltimore's been a different team since then, and has whoa. No. It was the Browns who got killed, and they had DTR in, and that's what it was.
I was going to say DTR was playing the first time they played the matchup. So this is game 2.
Deshaun's still not fully healthy. The Ravens sack him 4 times. He gets hurt, leaves the game. Ravens win.
Your pick, sir.
I'm going to have to go Cleveland. I think Myles Garrett will be a game changer. He has been a monster this season. He has, every quarterback he's come against, it feels like he's destroyed them. He's gotten in their head. He gets past the O-lineman, and he hits them. I feel like he's got it. I feel like him alone will scare the Ravens, and they won't be able to do much.
Looking at the other side of the defensive line, you still got Zadarius Smith, who they picked up. You still got Anthony Walker over the middle, Denzel Ward.
They play against Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson is not unstoppable.
No, but there are very few guys that can take him down one-on-one.
Myles Garrett is one of those guys.
He's not faster than... Okay, moving.
It don't matter.
Myles Garrett is a scary, pure athlete.
Lamar Jackson hit him with that.
Yeah, but if he doesn't hit him he's gone.
Going
on the ground hurting.
Going into the next game, San Francisco versus Jacksonville.
I picked San Fran because I don't like Jacksonville.
AFC South.
All it is.
All right.
Okay, whoa. In all seriousness, though, Jacksonville gets San Fran at the wrong time. San Fran's lost 3 games straight. I just cannot see them losing 4. So that's half the reason why I picked San Fran.
I might do the San Fran also. I just don't feel like where I said. I don't think they can go 4 straight losing it. If they do, it might hurt me a little bit more than I thought. Because
honestly, I'm not finna cap. I thought about taking Jacksonville, but then I looked at it. I was like, all right. San Fran has a crazy offense behind a solid quarterback in Brock Purdy. They have guys that can go up and get the ball. They have Christian McCaffrey, one of the game changers of this league. And once the offense gets rolling, the defense gets hot, and the defense gets hot. Ain't nobody going through.
You're thinking too hard. Pick San Fran because they're playing Jacksonville.
No, there's no logical sense in that because Jacksonville could come in and blow San Fran out the water. Then we're all gonna look stupid.
Nah.
Yeah.
All right. Going on to Atlanta versus the Cardinals. Battle of the mids.
No. The Falcons are mid. The Cardinals are.
Especially now they got rid of their quarterback.
Okay, well.
Who plays this week? Kyler Murray come back this week?
Yeah, he comes. Yeah, he's back.
Okay.
Kyler Murray and James Conner are back this week. Yes.
I picked the Cardinals.
I also picked the Cardinals.
I don't like the Falcons coaching. Arthur Smith is a potato.
Yeah.
And he runs about 55-yard jet sweeps to his 2 backup tight ends every game. He doesn't.
Hey, Johnny got up and out of there.
Johnny, listen, Johnny's a former Titan. I love Johnny. But you don't utilize your weapons, and you, sir, are potato of the week. Yeah, that's what I'm starting with. Potato of the week. Arthur Smith, potato of the week.
All right.
I'm going to have to go with Atlanta. Nah, I'm kidding. Arizona. All the way.
We did this clean sweep?
Yeah.
With the winning 7 Cardinals?
I think the Cardinals will get their next win off of them. I do not think the coaching staff of Atlanta knows what they're doing right now. If I could put one thing in what their heads are on, like
looking shocked. You picked them too.
I'm finding it crazy that we were pooping on the Atlanta Falcons coaching organization.
Look, all I have to say
when we know that if it comes down to it, Atlanta can win games.
Oh, 100%.
They're 5-4.
But
they just beat themselves.
No, they're 4-5. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The Vikings just 5-4.
Look, if I'm gonna be honest, their coaching staff, it's like a factory that's going on bankruptcy, and everything's just on fire, and everyone's just throwing paper everywhere because they have no clue what they're gonna do now. That's exactly what it looks like to me in my head.
All right. So this is what I wanted to talk about. I actually made a trade that still hasn't gone through.
It's not my fault.
You're the league manager. Fix it. So, Buddy asked me to move away from Amon. I love him, but I moved away from him. And I'm bailing my buddy out because CD had 18.7 fantasy points against the Chargers, and Amon should have at least 20 if Jared Goff plays Jared Goff football against the Chargers. With that being said,
Please stop saying that, because every time you think that, I think of Johnny Football. Now I want to change my pick.
no changing your pick. They're solidified. I want Detroit all the way.
No, the Lions too. I feel the same way about the Chargers coaching staff as I do about the Falcons coaching staff.
I don't feel that way.
Brandon Staley is a potato. And
Who would have guessed?
And although there are games that I picked the Chargers to win, the Lions are a whole lot better defensively, and I would argue they're pretty even offensively, and so the Lions got the edge. Give me the Lions. Future NFC North champions.
What are you talking about? They're getting it this year because there's no competition. Maybe the Vikings.
I would say Minnesota's 5-4.
I think the Lions.
Hey, Jejetta, good move for you. Jejetta is getting moved up.
I don't think he plays.
Well, yeah, he's not going to play for a couple more
I
weeks.
100% think the Lions are going to win also. I don't. Their defense is just
Clean
too
sweep
crazy.
on that one?
Yeah,
Cool. Give me the next one.
Colts versus the Patriots. Before,
I don't want to overuse the potato thing.
No. He's the Colts organization as a whole.
Whoa, no, but I picked a potato this week. I picked Bill Belichick.
No, we picked McGritty Mac Jones, baby. I want to see him hit that gritty.
I hate to say it, I don't believe in him one bit.
So you're taking Colts.
I feel like I need to, but at the same time, they're just as bad in my opinion.
I was gonna say this is
honestly
a toss-up football game.
This is going to be who can play the worst and who can play the best moment. I don't know if either one of these teams can play a good game of football unless they have a superstar quarterback behind them.
Nothing scares me about the Colts right now. Nothing scares me
no.
about the Colts. What is there to be scared of?
Nothing. Exactly. There's not a thing.
Timeout. Kenny Moore is coming off of a two pick six game.
He played against Bryce Young, the Panthers.
He's playing against CTE Mac Jones.
Give me Mac Jones.
You're right. I'm also taking Mac Jones, but I think this game is going to be a lot closer than we want.
Oh yeah, I'm sure because the Patriots are terrible and they get a potato for $8.
Look,
Belichick has got CTE too, apparently. I'm not.
I don't think Belichick can win a game without Tom Brady.
Well, no, we know
that.
He won a game.
I was about to say, he won a game with Bailey Zappi in the quarterback.
But I don't think he can win a championship. Is what I mean.
No, they didn't win a this year. 2-7. No.
I don't think he can win another championship unless he has Tom Brady.
Okay, no, this one's gonna be an interesting topic because me and Bryce chose different, and that is Pittsburgh versus Green Bay. Honestly,
you picked Green Bay.
Yeah, I picked Green Bay.
Wow.
Why did you pick Pittsburgh?
Okay, so let's think about this for a second. Let's use critical thinking right here. Kenny Pickett has won ball games.
Kenny Pickett wears 2 gloves. He can't throw the ball past 50 yards.
Jordan Love beat the Chicago Bears. No, just leave it at that.
I could beat the Chicago Bears.
Exactly. Yeah, thank you for proving my point.
Wow, ouch. My bad.
Okay. Oh, gosh, I'm just so completely
flabbergasted.
The Steelers are better at every position on the field. Every single position.
Yeah. I'm going to go Steelers on this because I honestly agree with Ross. I don't think Green Bay has a way of winning this game.
Oh, they're not better at every single position. I will take Aaron Jones over Najee Harris.
Okay.
Yeah. Najee Harris runs like a brick wall.
Najee Harris he's probably one of the most athletic people you could ever meet. Yet he is the worst football player I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, and actually, now that I think about it, I'll probably take corners. I'd probably take Green Bay's corners too, just because of Jahari.
Well, I mean, you got to think Green Bay doesn't have Rasul Douglas no more.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
yeah, I mean,
he went to Buffalo.
Yep.
They have one player on that defense.
Kenny Clark and Jair.
Kenny Clark's old.
Kenny Clark can still disrupt a whole terrible offense.
Give me Pittsburgh.
I'm going to take Pittsburgh too. That defense, even without Minka Fitzpatrick, it's still very good. TJ Watt.
I'm taking Green Bay. I mean, what's the worst thing?
Even though I don't trust
Green Bay gets blown out the water.
I mean, I don't trust Matt Canada to win that game at all. That's a potato.
He can beat the Packers.
All right. And Saints versus the Minnesota Vikings. I took the Vikings. Bryce took the Vikings, and I assume
I'm going to take the Vikings. I don't believe.
I like Josh Dobbs.
I like Josh Dobbs too, but I also just feel like they're a good team.
They just have so much momentum right now.
Yeah.
After that win.
Later in the picks, you'll see. Actually, here in the next couple few, you'll see why I'm doing this. Honestly, Derek Carr, great quarterback, and he's got great receivers around him. Got a great tight end around him.
Great halfback.
Awesome halfback. The Saints just cannot win games, especially when it comes into close games.
No, they won one close game.
Yeah, but you got to think we're going into week 10, and they've won one close game.
No, that's fine because I took the Vikings. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
All right. Moving in to the Giants versus the Cowboys. We know where I'm going. Dallas should do what they did in week 1 and, blow them out the water. But it'll be a lot closer.
Hey, did y'all guys know that the Arizona Cardinals are 1-7?
And their one win is against the Cowboys?
Thank you for finishing that for me, Wesley. That just made me so happy.
Oh my gosh.
I just want to get that up. No, I think the Giants lose out and draft.
Did you
Caleb
know
Williams.
the Tennessee Titans went into their bye week losing?
Did you know that you're? I can't say that anymore. The Giants lose out, draft Caleb Williams with the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
Cowboys
the same thing.
Low key, I don't think New York's getting the number 1 pick.
I doubt they get number 1 pick.
I don't think they beat Chicago out for the number 1 pick, or even Green Bay.
Why? They're beating them right now for it.
Oh, they are actually.
And they don't have a quarterback. Tyrod Taylor's dead.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel
dead.
Jones is pretty much dead too.
So
as much as I don't want to say this, but I think the Cowboys gonna win. As much as I would love to see the Giants hand them a loss, I just don't think the Giants have the talent to do it.
Dak is coming off of a good game against Philly, and Philly.
He was coming off a great game against the Giants and then lost to the Cardinals.
Actually,
Josh Dobbs.
Dak didn't have a great game coming off of the Giants game. The defense had a great game.
Okay, we're not spending 15 minutes on this Cowboys. There's nothing to break down.
There's really nothing.
Commanders versus Seattle.
Ooh.
Bryce took Seattle. Why?
Because why not? I mean, who's going to rush the passer in Washington?
They
Smith
got rid of Chase Young, didn't they?
And Montez.
And Montez, yeah.
But guess what? Guess what?
That changes my whole perspective.
I mean, they have nobody.
Guess what?
I love Sam Howell. That Geno Smith picks that defense apart every single time he gets on the field.
I'm standing on business, and I'm taking the NFC East team. I'm taking the Commanders.
I'm on Seattle. I don't see if they can't rush Geno. There's
They
no
can.
way. There's no way they can make him not. He's fast enough to get away,
Remember, guys.
and he's skillful enough to pick apart the defense if he has enough time in that pocket.
Remember, guys. This is the same Seattle Seahawks defense that just got rammed.
They're not playing the Ravens. They're playing Sam Howell, which I like Sam Howell,
Oh yeah.
but he's not the Ravens. He's nowhere close to the Ravens.
All right. Jets versus the Raiders.
Who's your pick?
We'll start with you on this one. Who you rolling with?
I'm gonna go Jets. I really don't see. I do not see this team that if they can't get the ball to, dang,
Dalvin Cook.
no, not even just Dalvin Cook.
That's because of their
Devontae
running
Adams.
back.
Is that who it is?
Yes.
Dogs. But that's for the Raiders, fam.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
They can't get the ball to him. I don't see them winning that game. Jimmy
Well-
Garoppolo overthrew him
Potato.
four throws in a row the other night almost. If he can't get him the ball once, and he is one of the star athletes on that offense, there's a problem in that
One
town.
move.
Yes.
I think
Go ahead
Devontae.
and explain your Jets pick so I can tell you why y'all are wrong.
The Jets defense is a lot better than it looks on paper.
Yes, it's good. But there's a star offensive player on the other team. I just don't see how.
Obviously, Zach Wilson is going to do Zach Wilson things and poop the bed. But
He's going to play
I
back football.
still believe in the Jets.
Okay, so let me tell you why y'all are wrong.
Shit.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Sorry.
Jimmy Garoppolo won't have to get the ball to Devontae Adams because he's benched for their rookie quarterback Aiden O'Connell.
I don't think you can do it.
I think he
Too much
might be able
pressure.
to throw better than Aiden O'Connell.
The Raiders will score on offense because the Jets will give them so many possessions on their offense. They're 3 and outs and turnovers. If they don't hand the ball off to Breece Hall 3 times in a row, then it's a lost hope because Zach Wilson is a lost potato back there. He cannot get the ball to Garrett Wilson. He cannot get the ball to any of the playmakers on the field.
CJ use up, mama.
Whose name we've heard in how many years? 2021 when he was back on Cincinnati, because I sure hadn't heard his name while he's on the Jets. You know why? Because
Because
Zach
he's got
Wilson
a
is
potato
scoring.
throwing the ball.
Raiders win this game just because the Jets can't score.
I don't. I could honestly see this being one of those games that are finally a tie.
Yeah.
I could really see this.
Let Wesley pick this game first. This is the last game.
All right, dog. Bills versus Broncos. Who you got?
Bills. If the Broncos beat the Bills, I will. Actually, I don't know. The Broncos did have a great game their last game against the Chiefs, or that one game against the Chiefs. I don't remember is that who they last played, or who was the last person they played? I don't remember who they played last weekend because it wasn't the Chiefs. The Chiefs were in
No,
Germany.
they got a win last weekend, I'm pretty sure.
I want to say they did too, but I don't remember who it was.
Huh?
Did they not play Miami? No.
No,
The Chiefs played
they
Miami.
they played them in Germany.
No, maybe the Broncos. No, that was the Browns.
Give me a look.
Yeah. But were they not?
Okay, tell Wes, who are you picking, Wes?
I'm going to go with the Bills. I just don't see how Josh Allen can lose that.
Lamont, tell Wesley who you're picking.
I swear to the good Lord above, if you say Broncos, you're walking home.
Bronco country. Let's ride. Josh Allen cannot finish football games. He played great against Cincinnati and still could not finish that game.
We do not know this guy. He is now homeless.
He's lying to you.
Broncos country. Let's ride.
You are lying. You are lying.
I'm going Broncos, baby. Russell Wilson's been playing great ball.
Yeah, I was right. Broncos won by this week.
Josh Allen is a potato.
And speaking of the Panthers-Bear game, the Panthers are up 7-0.
Bryce Young?
I don't know who's scored. Definitely wasn't nobody on my guys. So
I don't have no Panthers people.
Dang it!
it was a punt return.
Oh my gosh.
Heck yeah.
Good to know.
The only points they're going to get.
Bryce Young is 2 for 5 for 5 yards.
All right, Bryce, I need to know right now, why do you think the Broncos are going to beat the Bills?
Russell Wilson playing good ball.
Hey, this Bears offense is cooking. DJ Moore got 1 reception for 16 yards. Devonta Foreman got 4 carries for 15 yards.
I'm glad I kept my mouth shut. They don't even get the ball right now.
I
They're
know.
not cooking. They
I
gave
know,
them 2
but-
possessions already. Russell Wilson's playing good ball. That defense is playing good ball. I saw something earlier today. It's like hot takes, and it's like Bills lose out and finish, or like lose so many straight games, finish the season at 9-8, miss the playoffs, and I could very much see that happening.
I mean, I can see that happening. I just don't see them lose. I don't know. They've been on a hot streak the last few games of actually playing good ball against good teams. The Broncos have only started playing the last 2 or 3 weeks, it feels like. When they beat the Chiefs, that was the first time you saw them beat a team that was actually a Super Bowl contender.
The Bills lost to Cincinnati on Sunday Night Football at the beginning of the week. I thought they looked terrible. The defense is okay. The defense is always going to be okay. Josh Allen is a turnover machine.
Now, I will say this year he has looked pretty bad compared to usual. I will say.
I don't like the Bills at all.
You know who was a turnover machine last year? Dakota Prescott. You know who
Who's
was
also the Arizona Cardinals? Dakota Prescott.
Why? Where did that come from?
Josh Allen this year is a turnover machine.
Okay, no, we're ending this. We don't know where you're going with this.
Dak this year is not a turnover machine.
No more mic for you.
I'm loud enough they can hear me.
No, they cannot.
They definitely can.
Thank you for watching Duo Takes.
This is Duo Takes.
We'll do Pick Ems on Tuesday.
Yeah, Pick'ems will be out on Tuesday. We'll probably grind out some more videos. We got some stuff.
That is kind of the point, yeah.
I'm talking about like immaculate grid and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Just filler videos.
Peace.
Dak Prescott is daddy.